Welcome to True Tempo. It is Tuesday, and today I'm finishing the league where I left off last week. I have 3 games to finish, and last week I spoke a lot about the deck, so I'm not gonna do that today. Just gonna show you what's up. Stormchasers, Talent, Cutters, Murktides, Meltdowns in the board, and yeah, let's play some games. Well, first, a message. And the message is I am going on Patreon on the 1st of March. So here is a description of what I'm going to propose for $0. Just some links, the links to my updated deck lists. I think there's going to be 3 or 4 different tempo deck lists. Then at $4, the Channeler tier, some sideboard maps you can take and go to a tournament, and know that you'll be doing fine with that advice in the pocket. And it's also kind of the idea that it's a support tier. If you like my YouTube videos and you want to support me directly, that's one way to do it. And then at $10, the Regent tier. Here's where I put the content, the new content that I'm going to make, especially written. I'm going to make a tempo textbook where I give you all you need to know if you're new or like somewhat experienced tempo player. Maybe if you're an advanced tempo player, you're gonna like reading it as well. But this is mostly for those who are somewhat new to the archetype. But I'm gonna go deep in everything that I think is interesting. I'm gonna complete this document every month, and I hope that you'll enjoy reading it. I'm also going to do a monthly column where I'm going to touch upon different aspects, sometimes just very nerdy stuff, but also life stuff combined with magic. And I'm going to do opening hand analysis, which I've done once last week. In this case on the channel, if you want to check it out. And that's a way of going in a short amount of time, looking at like hands, what are they gonna do in the matchup? Is it worth keeping, and what are the plays that the hand kind of looks to make? And I'm gonna make a small Discord group where we can discuss deck lists, etc. And for the first 3, I'll offer a free hour of coaching. The first 3 that subscribe to the Regent tier, just to try. I think that'll be fun. As I write here, I can do it in English, French, or Danish. Yeah, that's all. All right, round, not 1, but third round, first round of this video. I won the die roll. I couldn't find anything on my opponent. I am mulliganing, of course, no lander, and that's a keep. That's a sweet one. I think I'm just gonna bin the Murktide. Keep my graveyard safe. Keep it for Chandler. I'm gonna start with Chandler and then Chandler Stormchaser is the plan. To get the triggers on the Chandlers. So just an aggressive hand. I don't have, like, if Bold is bad in the matchup, I guess it should be decent against Mountain, unless it's Ruby Storm. Otherwise, yeah, Welder, that's the target. Don't have to target it yet at all. Okay, awesome. Awesome indeed. Let's get a Chandler in there. So I'm gonna fetch first to have some say on what I'm gonna draw. But of course I'm really, really interested in getting That's a good one. That's a good one. Hmm. But how much do I want to just get going? I feel like I should just get going. It's tough, but I'm gonna bin this. I think I'm gonna bin this. Yeah, it hurts, but I feel like it's okay. Just to go for the delirium instead of. Okay, nice. Instead of being slow. So now I don't need to play the Stormchaser's talent to get delirium. They have a saga coming next turn. What are they gonna do next turn? Worst case, I don't know, but I think I don't have to play bolts. That's very nice. If they play a saga and we waste, I think that is a-okay. They can have bolts, of course, to shoot my channelers. But I'm putting a lot of pressure on them here with my mulligan, despite of my mulligan. Very sweet. Basically 2-turn clock here. Turn 4 kill if they don't interact. I assume they will, but that's a way to interact for sure. And they chose to play the city instead of Saga. It's interesting. They have a painter. Okay. They have a painter. Yep. Pretty good. Now I have to shoot the welder. Basically. And I don't have to waste yet. I have to shoot the welder because if I shoot the painter, they're just gonna swap here. And this way, well, am I getting delirium? Maybe I could. Depends on if I get some perfect hits. And regardless, I don't want them like moving lantern in and out for free. Maybe they're gonna make a move and get the lantern in, and then I can attack. Yeah, I want to draw that to get more. Like it's okay if I'm not attacking this turn, but then we're playing. They play the city, so they're gonna lose that. I'm just gonna play this, and I'm not gonna like. I can attack with this one. That's kind of free. But I don't think they're gonna bite. I think they're gonna block. Yeah. So they have 4 cards. One is a saga. Like if they have a grindstone, I'm in trouble. As in dead. But like they don't play a lot. I'm not too afraid of that. Let's see, maybe I should be. That was actually a reason to play the Wasteland, to deny them 1 mana here. I think that was probably a mistake, because I could have, yeah, well, I mean, I think they're gonna play the Saga regardless. Goblin Engineer, so they can get what they need here. Get the Grindstone in the bin. But still they need mana to activate, so on. Maybe they're going for a different play. Ensnaring Bridge, classic. I'm gonna draw a Ponder, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's. I was thinking of fetching before, but I don't think that's necessary or good. Do I want this? Really looking for removal. Second Wasteland is removal. Yeah, it's not bad, but don't feel like I have the luxury. I think I really need to shoot this engineer, basically. This is not gonna cut it. So I guess I am shuffling. It does give me Delirium, but then what? But then what? They're gonna draw a card. Maybe I can get there. Okay, I'm gonna try. And they have to sack an artifact, so on. So I can just bin those 2 cards. Question is if I want the Daze. Seems pretty good. But but I can do better. I can definitely do better. Yeah, so I'm gonna fetch Scry. Bolt, that's awesome. It's a bit slow, but it's still good. Yeah, this is just kind of forced. Another Saga, okay. Scary. Playing, yeah, this is, like, they really need that ensnaring bridge to get there. But they have to sack here. Okay, they play another land. Probably a good idea. They need to play a spell for the Ensnaring Bridge to shut Chandler's down. There is also the fact that I can get a bolt back, so I don't need that much to get there, even if they have Ensnaring Bridge. I can get this in and boost it, so on. So there's plenty of play to this. Do they have a bolt or something? Okay, not too bad, I guess. Let's attack. Maybe they want to get the Soul Guide Lantern in. Let's attack and see what happens. Yeah. Okay, I'm fine if they take 6 here. They're gonna get the lantern in. Okay. So are they gonna... So now I can force them to... Well, I think I'm gonna shoot the Goblin Engineer, see if I can get Delirium and force them to crack the lantern. Find some good cards on top. They have a Saga in hand, which is good, but a bit slow. Looking for Boomerang Basics would be ideal. Brainstorm would be sweet. Do I want to draw that? Not really. And I'm actually just gonna play my land. So if I draw another land, I can Stormchaser and have Bolt up. Nice game. And they are looking at 4 damage here. And this one can grab a bolt. They have a Saga, which is, or Ensnaring Bridge in the bin, doesn't do anything. This is threatening a combo. And here, okay. So it's not guaranteed game over, but it's very good. Question is, how do I play it? if I bolt them, I can get there on. The thing is, I lose 2 A bolts. If I bolt them and I attack, they eat here. Take. No, they bolt. They block. Okay, bolt block. They can survive. And then what? Then they can stabilize. They could also have a blast. That's also the way. So I'm gonna shoot the painter. Don't want that. I do want that. And if next turn, like if they're just making a token, that's not gonna do it. They're at 1. This also kind of protects me from their combo. Let's attack. I think that they're just trying to eat my time here. Sure. All right, mono red painter. Well, not mono red, but probably mono red. Pyroclasm, meltdown, sweet cards. Unholy heat is fine. Consign has text. I don't like Daze. I don't like force. So I guess consign. Do I want the third one? Counters some stuff. It counters Saga for the second chapter. I could play one more and not play a Bauble, but I don't like that much against Cutter. Could cut a Murktide because that's pretty bad against the blasts. Yeah, it's a sweet setup post board. 1 land. Sure. With Chandler making cantrips better, it's pretty good. Okay, they lead on a tomb. What does that tell me? Like that they have a like a great furnace. They don't want wasted or something. I'm gonna play a Chandler, but I feel like they're gonna play a 3-drop. I'm just hoping it's not like a Trinisphere or something awful like that. Tiger, okay. A tiger that they valued a lot, I guess. Didn't want it wasted. Nice. Playing Chandler. The question is if I'm playing Brainstorm or Stormchaser talent. I think it's just the talent. I'm not too afraid. Maybe I should be. Do I want that? I think I do. So I can Cutter. I feel like my My shields are definitely down, but what are they gonna do? Like, worst case is, I don't know, ensnaring bridge. Nah. I'm gonna find out. Okay, interesting. So the deck is splashing Jean-Emmanuel Deprat, invitational card here. They discard a land and they find a Fury. It's gonna be a 2 for 2. It's not the end of the world. This is a 2/4, that's pretty good. And let's see if they do it now. If they wait, I can consign. I think, yeah, they're gonna wait. Gonna wanna hardcast it maybe. It's also pretty good. I don't want to get blown out by Fury. But how do I play this? Just Brainstorm. See if I can get Delirious. Find a removal here. Like a heat. I mean, I'm taking it because I think that they're gonna block. Okay, too many lands. Chandler is not. It's not gonna be today. Guess I'm just attacking with the token, and let's see what they feel about it. I'm just gonna give them 2 damage then. Their mana base is, yeah, iffy. This Tiger seems like if I waste that, they might be in big trouble. Losing a city when they play a second land, so on. Fury is double red. I can force a Delirium if I fetch Brainstorm, put Cutter on top, and Bolt or Brainstorm. Yeah, that would probably be Bolt, but who knows what I find. Okay, they Fury. I'm gonna fetch. Am I gonna fetch and replicate? I think so. See how they. Two and two. Okay. Just gonna replicate. In case they have a red blast. is a pretty good exchange when they pitch a Fury like that. A Formidable Speaker, why are they playing that? Must be a combo, right? Somewhere. I don't know what's... I'm sure there's plenty of combos. Oh, clicking, Magic Online. I don't want that. So they have 3 cards. They showed that they don't block here. So once I get Delirium, which is pretty close, then I have good attacks all across the board. Another one? Okay. Discard something. Get what? Another Fury? Yeah, another Fury. I mean, it's no doubt they have the board. Like they can clear me, and then they're hellbent. Yeah, it's a good game. 2-4 is a good size for sure. We're both playing slowly, I feel like. Maybe if I'm not too bad, I can get ahead in the clock. On the clock. But yeah, with this good of a hand, I feel like I should be able to... Nice. To get there. Let's start with the cutter. And Brainstorm. Awesome to have another cutter coming up. I'm fine, just... What do I want to do? I think I am just going to make a good turn next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. And not attack this turn. I don't really care about them attacking. I hope they do. But it's not very scary. They're good blockers. But because I have double cutter, yeah, I should be able to overcome. I do not have Delirium yet, which is a thing. But this is gonna go wide. And Yeah, this is... I can bolt them just to get going. I think that's actually fine. I think that's actually fine. I'm not gonna lose any creature, they're gonna lose one and take some damage. So, I mean, it's not bad. Now we can just have 6. I have a Stormchaser's talent activation up my sleeve. Painter, okay. 1 card left. There are 10. I do need to draw a cantrip or something. Okay. It's not it. Meltdown. Well, it's not a good time for Meltdown for x equals 2. But how about a Brainstorm for next turn? Hope I'm not dead. I think that they are dead if I get two spells next turn. But of course they can counter the first one, or they can kill me on their turn. Okay, Pyroblast on a Cutter. It's good. Welder, okay. Can get not much actually, as it stands. So my Brainstorm will happen. Alright, great. So I can just get, let's start by getting bigger. And maybe if I just remove the big blocker, I can get there. Then they have, I can get a bolt also next turn, which is worth thinking about here. So I can attack. I have 3 trample and maybe it doesn't really matter. I think they have to jump. They have to jump. maybe only one. Here, and that's 7. Yeah, so if I get the painter, yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot the. I guess I can attack first. No, I have to shoot here. Yeah, I'm a bit slow here. I'm not the king of combat math and being fast. That's for sure. But yeah, it's. I don't think they can get back from this with one draw step. I might be mistaken. Yeah. They need a very magical card. Okay. Sweet. Got there. And yeah, let's take one more. All right, second round, 4th in the league. I won the die roll, and my opponent, I think they're playing lands, another mulligan. I've had a lot of these in the recent games. That's life. Lands is a tough matchup. Okay, this is promising. I'm gonna keep like promising because I have Cutter, Bauble, and like that's pretty weak to Tabernacle, that line, but such is life. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna get rid of the Murktide, I feel. Like that's a bit slow. I don't have that much going to the bin. And I'm gonna ponder to hit my second land. Instead of playing the Stormchaser's talent. Okay, well that won't do. Okay, awesome. Hoping that I don't have today's now. Daze is not good in the matchup. It's only getting worse as the turns progress. And Max Diamond, sure. It's like yeah, it's tough to beat. Like I have to hope that they have a kind of slow hand. That's kind of it. Like a Saga token. Maybe if I can find a Wasteland soon, I'll be in business. But this is pretty simple. Like we don't have much. We don't have much in cantrips, and we just have to kind of play the game and see if it's good enough. Another Saga coming. It's gonna be pretty scary, pretty big. But yeah, I don't know. I think we need some good top decks, basically. Just playing these otters is not going to be enough. Even though it's not bad. It's gonna be like in a couple of turns from now, I am goldfishing quite a lot of damage, I think. But Mace of Fifth, okay. I mean that's kind of weak because it doesn't tap to make a saga token. So if they have, it's like they play a Max Diamond. Oh, they concede. Oof. Okay. Hmm. I think they must have misclicked and just shame conceded, but I don't know. I mean, that's just me guessing. But I think they didn't have to concede there, for sure. So against lands, I have some good tools. Force of Negation for Loam, but also just whatever. Keep them slowed down. Consign for saga tokens, like for the second chapter and other things that they might have up their sleeve, like a Bajuga Bog, so I can get a Murktide going. I can check out what their latest lists look like. Main deck Sphere of Resistance, sideboard Source the Plowshares, Endurance, Icehill Explorers. Okay. Like Daze is first cut, and Bolt is equally bad. They're not playing any creatures. This is just a clean, simple solution. Yeah. I have Boomerang Basics for Married Large, but that's sorcery speed, so I have to either force them to make the token early, or I'm keeping this, or jump block and then bounce. If they make end of turn Married Large, I can jump block as the only solution to stay alive. Exploration. I think this is worth the force, and then I'm gonna save. The question is, what do I pitch? I think I'm pitching force with force. And then at a later time, force of negation for loam. Okay, cool. Just getting basic island here. But yeah, I certainly hope I don't have to. Yeah, okay. Such is life, such is life. Now I'm down to very few resources. But maybe them as well. Really depends. If they have an extra loam, it didn't accomplish much. And now I'm just attacking with my 1/1, feeling not very hopeful about this game. But let's see. Oh yeah, that's strong. That is extremely strong. It does everything they want. Oh, I should have surveilled here. Should have surveilled here, but I can play the Murktide. Lucky me. And I can surveil at the same time. Yeah, sorry, I'm I'm playing loosely. Like I should have fetched beforehand. I have to admit I was kind of like always already kind of quitting the game. In a sense, I felt like I'd lost at this point, but of course that's not true. So let's try and get back to playing correctly and having faith in the outcome. But yeah, I don't know if that was clear, but it feels like when I have this otter and they have an engine, almost an engine going, um, that it's so far away, like they can play Dark Depths from the graveyard now. Yeah, Ice-Tail Explorer is so good. But still, they have to find a solution for Murktide in 3 turns. It's not nothing. It is not nothing. But yeah, with the fetch, it is kind of an engine. Okay, they have a plow. Yeah. And they have the combo. See when they go for it. But with the Ice-Tail down, I think this is too much for me to... And they can Wasteland me, and yeah, I'm conceding. I had enough. I've had enough. Okay, Ice-Tail Explorer, Endurance. I should think about Unholy Heat, actually. I wasn't sure how they would sideboard, but I think Heat is nice to have in the mix. And I actually, I don't know, is it better than some of these forces? Consign seems good when they're playing Sphere. Like, it definitely seems worth it. Yeah, no, actually I don't. I think like they don't play that many of these green creatures, so I'd rather just force them, I think. And if they don't draw them, then I'm just better off with the blue cards. I think that's the way to go. Well, that is almost good, but it's not. But it's very close. Do I believe I have an island in my top 2? No, don't. Alright, getting rid of Force of Will. Not much of a clock in this hand, but can't have it all. Okay, I'm gonna accept this one. Don't feel like I have the luxury to... What I'm gonna do here is Island Brainstorm, just to dig deeper, use my mana. I feel like I have to kind of hit some good ones. I mean, good cards. Boomerang Basics is maybe the worst one. Maybe the worst one, yeah. It's gonna be just me playing a land and saying go. I think, I could brainstorm I don't mind redrawing the boomerang, but actually I don't hate holding up consign either. And the chance of, like, I think they might have a sphere resistance here, and the chance of me hitting a 1-drop is not, it's not bad, but it's not very high either. Malevolent Rumble, okay. I mean, I feel like they're showing me that they have some poor mana. Actually, I'm gonna brainstorm, and I'm actually looking to Wasteland the Savannah and counter this Rumble. It's maybe a bit crazy, but maybe a bit crazy, but I feel like they might be stopped in their tracks. Just a fetch on top. I'm keeping the boomerang because they have the stage. Okay, Buyukabak. Fine. And I kind of want to draw my fetch because they have the Wasteland up. I have a Bauble on top. I don't hate drawing the Bauble. I'm going to brainstorm now. Hoping to find a 1-drop. Cutter is sweet. Cutter is sweet. I'm just gonna put some Boomerang Basics on top. Planning to maybe draw one. Or maybe not. It depends on their turn. A sphere. Okay, that's annoying. It is annoying. Double Wasteland. Well, I'm gonna get the cutter in there, but then it's gonna be tough playing spells with the double Wasteland. So there's that. I'm gonna just have to draw one. What a game. So I need them to not do much besides wasting me. And they're at 19, so it's tough. It's tough. They can copy a Wasteland if they want to. And that's what they do. Getting this cutter off is going to be very tough. Tabernacle as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Sphere is really beating me hard. A map that can go get Dark Depths, and then I'm basically toast. point in. I mean, I don't know how I can get out of this. Need to find more land so I can at least play the Boomerang Basics. At some theoretical point in the saga. Yeah, this is over. This is so over. Murktide is too far away. Let's see how they play. That's tough. Lance is tough. Ghost Quarter. Okay, I'm gonna concede. All right. Well, let's so 3-1 in the league. Let's see if we can get a nice 4-1 in the last one. All right, the last round of the video and of the league. 3-1, as I said. My opponent played the Mere Tempo the last time. We're gonna keep, but they also have Oops All Spells in their portfolio. Okay, looks like what? Maybe a mirror. Maybe a mirror. Maybe I'm gonna lead on Island Stormchaser's talent. I really wanna not get wasted. Yeah, it's the mirror. And they did what with their ponder? They like the card. And okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead on Stormchaser's talent. Slow and steady. And what is this? Cutter? Chandler. Okay. With a cantrip. A bolt. Okay. I can F6 this one. Or yield. Okay, they already have Delirium. Not bad. Now I'm definitely in the market for lands and removal. I could just go for, I'm just gonna ponder. I don't have to brainstorm yet. I think that's not necessarily not necessary. Okay, could Wasteland them, because I feel like if I'm playing Volcanic Chandler, there's a decent chance that that I just get wasted. If I waste and I draw Volcanic next turn, is that better? I mean, then I can play Chandler, Cantrip. I feel like that's gonna be slightly better. Don't mind taking 3, and it might hold them off from playing Murktide. Certainly I will be able to Daze Murktide, so I'm gonna do that. It's a bit unorthodox, for sure. Okay. Could also just play a Cutter into Daze. But I think I want to get the Chandler in. It'll get Delirious with the Bauble and the Brainstorm. Just gonna put it in the bin, or I could. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the bin. I don't count on surviving or having my Volcanic survive, so I want to find more lands. Okay, more lands I found. Maybe too many. Just put it like this. I have 4 cards. I'll trade if I get the chance. Will I also Daze? Will I also Daze? I guess so. It's like if I'm saving this for Murktide. Thing is, I'm losing to this one as it stands. I'm losing because I know what I'm drawing, and Cutter is not gonna block the Chandler. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough being behind on board, not having removal in the near future. Drawing a land, I'm just playing a Cutter, checking the top of my deck. So yeah, if they have a good hand, I don't think I can get there. They play a Wasteland, okay. Two cards left. And the Wasteland will keep me off balance, but it's like, okay, I'm just gonna play my Cutter. I have the lands, so Wasteland is not that good. But the question is if they have, the real big question is what they have in hand, like Murktide or like Force of Will. They don't need much to be able to get there, and I need to draw removal, cantrips. Here's some Murktide. So Brainstorm into Boomerang Basics and Bolt, please. And Daze. I think I need Daze as well, maybe, as it stands. Okay, I consider myself dead. All right, sweet. The mirror. Let's get him. These 5 cards, and I'm gonna board like this because like getting Delirious is not a problem, and Wastelands can be decent because we only play 1 basic, and it pays for Daze. That's actually the biggest reason. It pays for Daze. And I think Daze is very fine. I'm happy playing a bunch of Dazes in the mirror. It is close to a hard counter on Murktide and Cutter. And like in a matchup in a mirror, it might be enticing to have a mountain, but it's, yeah, post board a mountain might be good, but I don't think that there's the room. If I wanted a mountain, I'd put it in the sideboard, but I feel like it's a luxury slot. Okay, let's keep Bauble the top of our deck, looking for lands. If I find a land, I'm just drawing it. Lands and creatures. I don't really want that. Don't really want that. I'm just gonna ponder of an island. That is fine. Sure. Now it's not going to be the best cutter in the world because I don't have the Bauble, but once it's in play, it's going to be very good. Down the line, if they Daze, I Daze back. That way I can also protect my Volcanic, which is not bad. They're pretty far away from Delirium, so these heats, one of these heats should be good enough to get rid of the Chandler. Okay, that's strong. That is strong, the Hydroblast. I think it's tough to find the room for Hydroblast at the moment. I get to like the arguments for playing it is, I don't really see them, but I might be wrong. It's definitely good in the mirror, but yeah, I don't know. It depends on the red zombie matchup, how much we have of that. And yeah, I don't feel like that's been really low for some time. It had a tick up, a rise in numbers, but I imagine it's still pretty low. We have a good game, good grindy game in front of us. It was very good for them to have a clean exchange with the cutter. I could wait. Actually, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna play the Stormchaser's talent and say go. Brainstorm on my turn to have more damage. Keep up Pyroblast on their turn. Stuff like that. They bin a bolt. Okay. So they're looking for, I don't know. Let's say okay to this. Whatever. And I'm gonna surveil. They have 5 cards. They're not playing a threat. They didn't want a bolt. I'm okay with the Wasteland. Let's see if we can develop more threats this turn. Okay. Don't need the... Are they gonna Daze a Ponder? I don't think so. I'm just gonna grind the wheels a bit and maybe shuffle. I'd like to find more threats. It's actually not that bad because I can get a card back with the land, even if they don't waste me. And if they waste me, I want the land. So I'm gonna keep this like that. But that would imply me they bounce. Okay. Such is life. That would imply me not wasting. I actually just want to get the card. I actually just want to get the card. Yeah. Like wasting them might not really do anything. Like at that point, it doesn't do anything. They can play Petty Theft. I'll take 3 damage. I'll get back. Get back Ponder, I think. Yeah, they have a bunch of lands. Like this, with this defensive hand, like this is small, and I say small because of Pyroblast and not drawing lands, but there's a small chance that I can actually get there with the last class of Stormchaser's talent. Very small chance, but it's somewhat present. All right, that's awesome. That is awesome. So I don't need the Wasteland. I'm gonna get Cutter next turn, Emertide this turn. It might die for sure, but whatever. That's just the way it is. Yeah. But then it's like next turn, Cutter. If they Wasteland me, it's a bit awkward for sure. If they don't, I have a great Cutter turn. Okay. Unless they have Pyroblast. Just gonna play like this. And I'm drawing a Wasteland. So still, if they Wasteland me, I'm not doing much with the Cutter. Okay, but they're doing nothing. What do they have in hand? Lands and Dazes? I'm just attacking for 2. If I draw another land, I'll use the 6 mana here. That'll maybe draw out a Pyroblast, but so be it. They fetch. Okay, they have just so many lands in hand that they're frustrated now. They're fetching the thin. That's how I read it. Hexing Squelcher. Okay. Got it. So I'm just gonna... Well, let's see if I draw something I can play. No. I can get my Stormchaser's talent going. Maybe that's fine, actually. Maybe that is fine. At this point, if they don't have the Pyroblast, they do. Okay. I'm fine trading. I'm not gonna attack. I'm at 9, so And when I shoot this, if I shoot it, I'll be at 7. And I assume I will shoot it. Okay. But hoping that I can draw a cantrip as well, so I can have a good turn. Okay. It's not nothing. It's not very good either. I think I'm just gonna hold that. I'm gonna bolt here. Go to 5. It's quite scary. Bolt them. I have good removal from Murktide, so I feel like it's just time for me to get them dead. If they have a bunch of lands in hand, I should have the time. Like now, does it make any sense wastelanding? It might. I think it might actually. So they can't. I can't trip several times. And find some good stuff. Because now I did my 6 mana play. It's not gonna be relevant that any kind of it's jazz like that. So all right, might have to just bounce that. Checking what if they have in fetchables. They should have 1 volcanic and an island. So that is awesome. Now we're cooking. I still need to bounce the Chandler, I think. And then I'm attacking for 5. What if I bounce here? Yeah, it's just too risky. If they have a bolt, they beat me, right? Otherwise, now I attack for 6. Yeah, I think I should play like that. Okay, bad math. bad math skills. I could deal 2 more, but that's not enough. I can also, if I draw a land, I can Stormchaser's bolt. So I have very mostly good draws next turn. They need, yeah, a few things to happen to go their way. But close game for sure. This is like playing this deck is healthy for me, getting my prowess math optimized. Just getting better, basically. Okay, they're fetching to 2 to play what, double Murktide? Fire magic. 2 damage to each creature. And then they're gonna play the Chandler. And then they're gonna play the Chandler. Well, I think I just accept this. I can Pyroblast in the air to save this, but it's not attacking. And I can also just get a token on my turn. It's tough. They're playing a Chandler. Any spell, and then I trade with the Chandler here. I think I'm just gonna save my Pyroblast for a real card instead. I could definitely have Daze in hand. Okay, that is good. That can definitely beat them because it has haste. Dun, dun, dun. Do I keep a bolt? Yeah, I keep a bolt. Just it doesn't have to be more than one. Four, five. Yeah, it's enough. Okay, yeah. Daze keeps them alive. And I guess they can heat it now. I didn't think about that. I can get a cutter token. I'm just gonna say go. Yeah, I didn't consider Daze plus heat. I mean, now I have the Stormchasers plus land bolt available. That's what I liked. Okay. Yeah, plenty of things to consider. Let's get the last game. I don't change anything in sideboarding. They have fire magic. It's good. It's a bit. I don't like 3 mana for a sweeper, so I don't think it's very scary. But it's a good thing to keep in mind for sure. All right. Keepable. I have some filtering. They mulligan. So, I mean, looking good. If I can just find a second land, not get Wastelanded out of the game. I'm ahead with 2 cards. So, Daze is not awesome on the draw, but can definitely save me from a turn 2 cutter or Murktide at some point. They keep the 6 and say go. Because I only have 1 land, I'll be. I'm not changing my plans. I have a few looks at a land, but I'm dazing a bolt for sure. Unless I see a land, then I might change my mind. Okay, they're already looking. What are they looking for? Well, not Murktide. I don't want that, but I do want it in the graveyard. And they have a land. So if I get wasted, It might be over. They play a cutter. No. Yes. See if Daze gets there. I want that for sure. Getting close to Murktide. They Daze. Okay. Now I think I'm gonna ponder, so I can I guarantee my second land and set up Murktide, hopefully protected by Daze. They'll be incentivized to play spells to make a token. I'm attacking, so they have plenty of things to consider. I don't want that at this point. That is good. Second Murktide, not so much. Second, but the Chandler, yeah. And a fetch, well, why not? But the Chandler is definitely good. This way I can, instead of, if they don't tap out, I'm not going to play Murktide into their Daze. I can play Chandler Brainstorm instead. Hexing Squelcher, okay. Do they have a Bauble? Yeah. Not bad. My Daze is now not doing anything, which is worth noting. I think I should play Chandler then. To not play into their Daze. And I'm just looking to bin cards so I can play maybe 2 Murktides in a row, but probably not. Definitely looking to grind through my brainstorms here. All right. That's a blocker. And that is removal. Okay, I'm in trouble now, I feel like. Just gonna brainstorm first. Get my triggers. And do I want the second one? I think I want just one. And removal spells. Yeah. All right. Good, good, good. I don't want Daze. It's interesting seeing Squelcher, Hexing Squelcher in the mirror. Feels not bad. Not bad. On paper, I don't like it too much, but it might be better than I initially thought, for sure. So, how much damage do they have? Not necessarily enough. I need a trade and then Murktide Bolt to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if they don't have Daze or Pyroblast, I think I got it. Well, let's see. Let's see how they block, etc. They do block. I thought this was bigger. It's not very big, actually. So let's see if they can attack. If they can make cutter tokens. Yeah. I was a bit too sure of myself there. I can bounce, but that will cost me life. Can bounce, but that will cost me life. Okay. What if I bounce and I shoot? They don't have Daze, I'm pretty sure. Bounce and I shoot. Then I'm at 7. They probably can't double spell. 7, they attack me to 5. I think that's good. Bounce. But if they have cantrip into, like, many spells get them there, but not the 2 that I just, like, not the Squelcher for sure. Okay, that might be enough. That's exactly 7, I think. Yeah. 6. Is it 6? 6 is not 7. I really have to learn prowess math. Better. But it looks like we're getting there. Yep. All right, sweet. So we got a 4-1 in the league, 2-1 on the day. Thanks for watching. I'm not going to make closing thoughts. I've spoken enough about the deck. Just going to say that there's some flex slots, and I'm not sure what they are. I guess they are changing depending on the metagame, regardless. But the deck is sweet. So have a nice one, and I am on vacation, so I hope you are as well. Bye.